Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Kero, and today I'm coming at you with another Monday Night Raw review where Austin Theory just got absolutely buried. We got about 100 images to go through, so we should start immediately talking about the first match of the evening. Well, this was a lengthy promo where the Usos came out with the man himself, Solo Sikoa, and they cut a decent promo. The New Day came out as well, and they talked about the record, obviously, and I think this promo was okay. What the wrestlers had to say was okay. Like, the promo was not legendary by itself, but the crowd could have definitely helped here. Thankfully, the New Day were able to get a couple of decent reactions out of the crowd, but yeah, whatever. You know, they tried to do a lot of things here because, well, the record-breaking match will be happening next week, so they literally have no time to build anything up, so understandable. Like, I wasn't expecting something amazing here. Regardless, Riddle comes out and does the bong joke. Haha, nice, funny. Good luck getting anyone to take you seriously now. Like, okay, he's kind of directionless now. That's the problem with having no titles on the show. So, like, just like a month ago, you were trying to kill Seth Rollins, right? And they are all happy now. And he's completely gone away from the I was gonna say he's completely gone away from Roman Reigns as well, that old revenge thing. Then I gotta remember that he lost the match to Roman. And the rule was that as long as Roman is champion, he cannot challenge for the title. So maybe after Roman loses, he can challenge for the title once more, Matt Riddle. But I'm hoping he just doesn't joke around. Like, don't be like R-Truth. With all due respect to R-Truth, you know, he's cool and all, but there's a reason why he never won the main title, right? Or a major title. Said it before, say it again. Yeah, be funny sometimes, but like 100% of the time, bro, like, I feel like I'm watching R-Truth or another 24/7 championship segment. But yeah, this match was completely pointless, but Raw is 3 hours, so they gotta fill it out somehow. I think this whole segment with the promo and all that almost took like 30 minutes. And this Raw was hard to watch, man. I gotta be honest, it really was hard to watch. Did not find myself enjoying it too much, to be honest with you. But anyways, yeah, this match was basically to get the point across, and they did. I mean, yeah, like, we're at picture 20 at this point, and we're still seeing this match. I think this is basically what we're going to be seeing the next week as well, because with how little New Day has been used and how stale they've become lately, this segment almost felt like, oh yeah, the New Day has a record. We completely forgot about them. Let's at least do something with them. That's how I feel like they're being booked right now. So I don't really give them any chance to win. And maybe if Roman was like in actual trouble, maybe if he seemed like he was gonna lose the title, yeah, not happening. Like it's not even in Survivor Series. So regardless, though, I'm not crapping on the match next week because I think it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be like their biggest, match. So I'm sure they're gonna go hard at it. But next we had JBL and Baron Corbin again. JBL is absolutely delightful. The way he enters, the way he moves, the way he dances to the ring, the way he talks to the crowd. He's so good on the microphone. He's such a natural bully, honestly. He's a bully, but he's entertaining. Sadly, his student, his protege, Happy Corbin, or now Baron Corbin, is not entertaining at all. His theme song, I don't like it. I didn't like the fast version. I don't like the slow version. I know some people enjoy it. I just like, what can you do with Baron Corbin? That's engaging. It's hard. I think it's really hard to book Baron Corbin. And, every now and then he's been entertaining. He had a couple of good storylines here and there. He had a couple of good matches. I remember some of his matches with Chad Gable, for example. They were not too shabby. But as far as this storyline goes with JBL, it's just like JBL comes out there. Here, I'm so awesome. Look at how awesome I am. I know that's not his intention, but then Baron Corbin comes out and it's just like, it makes it even more obvious that JBL is way better, right? This old man is way more charismatic than Baron Corbin. I don't know. He had a match against Cedric Alexander, who came out with a brand new theme. I haven't seen Cedric in the spotlight for a long time, so it was nice, but obviously it was a short match. I thought maybe, oh, look, they have Cedric Alexander here with a new presentation. Maybe he'll do some damage to Baron Corbin, but no. This was basically a squash match. Yeah, sure, like, Cedric Alexander got some offense in, but the point was to put Baron Corbin over. That's what happened. We got the end of days, which I feel like the spot could have been done a bit better. It felt a bit confusing, My reaction was, oh, okay, that's what happened. Okay, I got it. It wasn't like an instant. Guess it wasn't that fluent, but it doesn't really matter. Like I said, the point is to get this picture right here. That's all this segment was about. And then we had Seth freaking Rollins, who I think we can now officially say has turned face. This attire looks awesome. His entrance is awesome. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I used to hate him with this gimmick. But he really has come along. He really has come along now. Because I feel like he doesn't overdo it. He found the right balance for the character. And he's a damn good wrestler. You know, he looks good as well. Like I said, the new yellow highlights coming back. Actually, not new, but coming back in a new way. Yeah, his theme song is freaking awesome. I'm just like, the more I see Seth Rollins, the more I like him. And yeah, this was definitely one of the bright spots of Monday Night Raw. Got interrupted by the Judgment Day. Later on, we saw Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley face off, actually. I'm hoping, like, that's a good thing because I'm hoping the Judgment Day gets some sort of a title, like Rhea Ripley, if she got the Women's Championship at the very least. If Judgment Day, after all they've done, had a title, that'd be much better. That'd make them look much more legit. We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, and then the OC came out. Yeah, I said it in my Crown Jewel review video that this feud didn't seem like it was over because the OC didn't find their fourth member yet. Yeah, basically Seth Rollins just got out of there, not my business. And then we had the debut or the return of Mia Yim. Was she ever on the main roster maybe for a match or two? Though I don't even remember that. But yeah, she's back, and she was kind of presented as like a surprise, you know, big return. I don't like that. I don't enjoy that because Triple H does it with everybody who used to be in his version of NXT. Like, I was fine with it being done to Johnny Gargano, right? Because Johnny Gargano was literally the champion for years, right? Do that to people like Adam Cole if he comes back, for sure. Maybe even Kyle O'Reilly, but like, no disrespect. But other than Johnny Gargano, everybody else was like presented as, whoa, big surprise, whoa. And if that worked, if they got like a huge reaction, beautiful, great, but that doesn't happen, man. Like, I still remember the Candice LeRae moment, the Emma moment. Here, the same, Mia Yim, like, takes off the hood and nobody knows her. I mean, like, sure, I know her, and you probably know her if you're watching this video. But a lot of the hardcore fans don't know who Mia Yim is. So I feel like, you know, this wasn't terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but there are better ways to, I think, introduce people. And when it comes to debuts, you know, this was, in the last couple of months, let's say, this was like one of the better ones because like I said, Candice LeRae or Emma, right? Who remembers Emma? If you haven't, actually, it doesn't even matter. If you watch NXT now, you wouldn't know who Emma was. You would have to watch NXT years ago, or you'd have to watch the main roster years ago. Even then, she disappeared for a huge chunk of it, like the whole can't even say it. Emma Lina thing, right? She came back and disappeared again. In other words, she really didn't make much of an impact on the main roster. So of course people are not going to remember her. So maybe, you know, find a new way to present people in that situation, right? Like, don't turn into AEW with this. But aside that aspect, Mia Yim, fair enough. I watched her back in NXT a couple of times. Really not my cup of tea. But then again, I never really paid like attention, right? I never really fully watched her, so this is a good opportunity for me to see what Mia Yim is all about. But the problem is, I could say the same thing for Karrion Kross, and I didn't like Karrion Kross back then. I'm not sure I like him right now. Not that I hate him, it's just he just feels boring. And honestly, this storyline also feels boring, especially Judgment Day and Damage Control. There are aspects to them I like, but you know, overexposure is a thing, and we see these guys in every pay-per-view, in every Raw, every SmackDown almost. That's how it feels like. I don't know if you see them on SmackDown. Actually, we don't. But yeah, like the storylines feel like they're moving at a snail's pace is the way I can put it. But I want to give this a chance. I want to see what Mia Yim does, and that's pretty much it. And then, yeah, the Judgment Day tried their best, but finally, Rhea Ripley got beat up for the first time in a long time. Right? And then we had the classic, of course. We had Chad Gable or Otis coming out like they do every week. Elias came out, you know, just walked out to the ring with his guitar, no promo. Which I think something like that, this Raw could have really used because it's just really mundane. Especially at this point of the show, it's just like nothing really interesting going on. Maybe if you had a classic Elias promo to bring the crowd back to life or whatever. Maybe it doesn't work though because now he's a bit of a babyface. But anyway, speaking of him being a babyface, he lost in a dirty way. Chad Gable got him mauled. The execution to finish was a little unclear, but it doesn't matter. Got the point across. Otis smashed the hell out of Elias, and it looks like now Elias will be feuding for a little while with the Alpha Academy. What can you do? Yeah, or Strongest Slam. Liking Otis, though. I feel like he's gonna do a bit more now in this regime than he would have done in Vince's regime. And yeah, I'm not against that because I don't think he's bad at all, and he's shown that he can have character, just like Chad Gable. So I'm excited to see where they go like 2 years later because, like I said, everything moves at a snail's pace. But anyway, speaking of moving at a snail's pace, this feud, man, can anyone remember when SummerSlam was? Because this has been going on ever since SummerSlam. So maybe Becky Lynch will return one day, and that will make this feud exciting. But goodness gracious me, I am getting real tired of this. Like, I was done with this yesterday, right? I was done with this at Crown Jewel, and now it's just going on and on and on. It looks like it's gonna go towards War Games. Oh my god. Fair enough. Like, at least I'm hoping that's gonna be the blow off, and then we're just never gonna see these 6 women come face to face again for a good long while. But anyways, yeah. Asuka and Io Shirai like went at it in Japanese. Like, what do you guys think about this? I'm not sure. Okay, I'll be completely honest. I skipped this part. I skipped the this part of the promo because of cringe. Like, I'm being straight up with you guys. Like, it was so cringe that I just pressed skip. Like, literally I couldn't physically stand it. But I'm not sure if you guys feel the same way. Like, I hate what they've done with Asuka now. Like, and I was hoping she would get a lot better now that Triple H is back in charge. But she suffers from the same syndrome, even to a worse degree that Matt Riddle suffers from. She's just like, oh my god, bro, you're acting too goofy. I loved Asuka back in NXT. She was incredible. She had this insane vibe, and like, you just paid attention to everything she does. Now, I still like her. She's obviously one of the best women wrestlers in the world, but like, this gimmick is not doing it for me, man. And it can work. Like I said, I like Seth Rollins now. I think he found a balance. So please, Riddle, Asuka, you don't have to act this goofy. But like in Asuka's case, the trouble with her is that she really can't speak English, fluently. But like, be the silent and strong type, man. And like, be that 80% of the time. And when you act goofy, then that would mean something actually. And that would actually be funny. But when you're goofy all the time, it's just like, I die of cringe, man. That's all I can say. Anyways, you had a brawl, and basically Nikki Cross came in, helped Damage Control. We got a number 4 now for Damage Control. One more, we're going to get 5. And Bianca's side also needs 2 people, so we can have the War Games match. So one of the War Games matches is Damage Control versus Bianca and her gang. And I'm assuming the other match will be the Bloodline, which I'm not against at all. Then we had this interesting match. Now, I gotta say, I really love the way they presented Shelton Benjamin here. The way he looks, his new attire, like it, gold standard, the nickname is back. Like, they put some respect on this man's name, which they should have done years ago. Like, one of the saddest cases in the WWE for me is Shelton Benjamin, because he deserved throughout his career much more than he has gotten in the WWE. Anyways, this was nice to see him presented in a lot more legit way, like I said. The match was a little short, to be honest with you. Maybe you could have cut off some of the segments here and made this match longer, but I guess because we have Austin Theory here, which Triple H absolutely despises, he's like, no, we're not having Austin Theory wrestle more than 5 minutes. And I'll get to the subject of Austin Theory at the main event, obviously, but this match was short and sweet. 2 great wrestlers, and a great match. I like this ankle lock here as well. Hey, maybe Chad Gable liked it too. Maybe you can join the Alpha Academy. Who knows? Or maybe you can bring back Hurt Business because of Bobby Lashley turning heel basically here. But anyways, obviously, Austin Theory won. Then we had the Miz and Johnny Gargano segment. Just throw me off of a window, please, in a video game. It's just like, I don't know. This literally felt like that's what I got. That was what running through my mind while I was watching this match. Okay, so I said to myself, like, why is this on Raw? This shouldn't be on Raw. This shouldn't be on SmackDown. Maybe this could be on NXT. This literally felt like an NXT angle, like a developmental angle. Like, this is Monday Night Raw we're talking about. Step your game up a little. Anyways, if I remember correctly, Miz cheats to win. He distracts the referee, hits Gargano with a bolt and wins the match. So we carry on with this feud, obviously, which I'm really not interested in. I mean, Dexter Lumis, comes out and chairs Miz on the back and literally like teleports out of the ring, like bolts out of there so fast. It's like, I don't know, man. I guess because it's Miz storyline. It just feels like a terrible, terrible C level, D level, F level reality show segment. It just doesn't interest me at all. And I know Miz can do so much better. I know Johnny Gargano even can do so much better. And just like how I'm interested in Karrion Kross, I'm really interested in Dexter Lumis to see how he's gonna survive once his storyline ends. Like, what the hell is he gonna do to gain any sort of attention or interest? I'm really wondering. One thing I'll say about this, though, at least we're now going somewhere. At least we had some sort of development happen here, right? Instead of like asking for another 20 years, like, okay, so what did Dexter Lumis do? Or what did Miz do to Dexter Lumis and all that? And so at least there's that. Then we had this match for the 24/7 championship. And I feel like Dana Brooke may get released real soon. I mean, look at her here. You can see she's not even properly tanned. Or maybe that's just her back. Maybe it's just this photo. Who knows? But she very quickly lost the 24/7 championship. And the championship got thrown into the trash. That was a way of Triple H literally saying, or very symbolically saying, we're done with that trash. Fair enough, I don't think anybody sees this as a big loss, me included. Good riddance, I say. And then finally we get to the main event of the evening with Bobby Lashley and Seth freaking Rollins. Lashley just beats the hell out of Mustafa Ali. Yeah, this was also a different type of promo, we had like a stable camera, not a cameraman. And Lashley cut a promo from there instead of coming out to the ringside with a microphone, which is interesting. I mean, Triple H has been trying these new stuff, or his creative team. Like at SmackDown, we have wrestlers cutting backstage promos with their theme song still playing on the background. And all of these new things that are less traditional, at the very least that we're not used to seeing too much, they all disturb me, I'll be honest. But I don't hate it. I think it's good that this regime is trying new things. And I also think they should do that, because that's how you run into great ideas, right? If you don't try to branch out, to try to just change the things here and there, how are you going to improve? How are you going to make things different at the very least? So, like I said, felt a little strange, but I also enjoyed it. Anyways, Lashley comes out as like a menace. He's about to destroy Rollins, much like he destroyed Brock Lesnar. Lashley, like I said, never looked stronger in the past couple of weeks. Like, not even in his debut, I feel like. And yeah, we had a beatdown here. And the match didn't even start, so Lashley was leaving. That's when Austin Theory came out, and that's when I was like, oh my god, they're not about to do this, are they? And this is the main subject right here. This is the meat of the matter here. Like, everything else I talked about really doesn't matter. This is it, man. This is it. So Austin Theory does a pedigree, tries his best in this like 5-minute match. At least that's how it felt to me. It was quite short. And just as it looks like he's about to win, because Seth Rollins was very beat up, Bobby Lashley comes back, destroys Austin Theory. Austin Theory gets back in the ring, gets curb stomped, and loses his match that he cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase for. See, I'm getting discombobulated now. And I'm angry at this. And I'm mad, and I'm sad, and I understand. I have a lot of feelings inside me about this, what happened right here. But let me know what you guys think in the comment sections down below. So here is my opinion. I think whatever your reasoning is, whichever way you look at this has tarnished the Money in the Bank forever. Now, this is a dark spot in its history. No matter what you do after this, it doesn't matter. Imagine someone winning the Royal Rumble and then challenging for the Tag Team Championships, or the United States Championship, or the Intercontinental Championship. I'm not saying those titles are bad, and the fact that Triple H has been, valuing them and bringing them up, building them back up is great, but they are mid-card championships. And the whole idea of Money in the Bank is whoever wins it will be the future star, right? Because the holder of the Money in the Bank is going to win a major title. And even if he fails for it, he's going to get a, major title match. But this completely devalues it. And like I said, after this, they can keep on doing it like they did in the old days. But we're going to always remember this, just like how we remember Damien Sandow or Baron Corbin. So like, just separate the issue from Austin Theory. First of all, just look at it from the Money in the Bank perspective, the prestige perspective. And yeah, I don't know why you did this. There could have been so many other ways maybe you could have got out of this. I wonder why they thought this was the best course of action. Some people are saying now that Money in the Bank will return to WrestleMania like it when it first started, instead of being its own pay-per-view, which is interesting. I mean, cool. It's gonna make WrestleMania even bigger, but that's the thing. WrestleMania by itself is already quite big. Like without the Money in the Bank matches, it goes for 2 nights, right? It's freaking WrestleMania, so I can easily see an argument for like saying, why the hell did you guys do this? Just have Money in the Bank as a separate pay-per-view, so we have another thing to look forward to, besides WrestleMania in a year. Fair. And I think I lean more towards that camp right there, but like if it's gonna be at WrestleMania, I gotta experience it first. Like I gotta see, maybe wait 1 or 2 years. And that's when I can say, okay, I experienced both. I experienced Money in the Bank as a separate pay-per-view. I experienced it on WrestleMania. And I think, this works better than that. Right now, it's a bit more difficult to say. But then we get to the Austin Theory issue, because nobody else here got anything. Seth Rollins will continue like normal. Bobby Lashley will continue like normal. Austin Theory, though. Can anybody tell me what this guy did? Can anybody tell me what he did to deserve this? Like, did he do the same thing that Randy Orton did, like back in 2010, like before WrestleMania 25? Like RKO'd Stephanie and kissed him right in front of Triple H. Is that what happened? Even then, I mean, you look at Randy Orton, he went on to win a bunch more championships to become a legend. He didn't get buried. So Austin Theory, what the hell did you do, man? I mean, this is a straight up burial, and I don't get why. I mean, back in the day, he got sent back to NXT. I don't know how many of you guys remember this, but like he had some allegations, I believe. I'm not sure. Allegedly, let me just put it that way. But it was with Seth Rollins, actually, if you remember. It was his disciple before he got returned back to NXT. That's a very important detail. And that's like the reason for that was like that. Like I said, allegedly, he had allegations made against him. I'd have to go back and do a bit of research to see what the allegations were about exactly. But is this why it's happening? Does Triple H believe that this guy's a piece of crap in real life? Does he believe that just because Vince McMahon made this guy the new John Cena, or he was trying to make this guy the new John Cena, the new Rock, the new face of the WWE, according to Vince McMahon, is Triple H now trying to show us and definitively tell us that that's over. This is my company now. This is it. Which doesn't make sense. It's not like Austin Theory booked himself. No, it was all Triple H. I mean, Vince McMahon. And imagine yourself in Austin Theory's shoes. Like Vince McMahon says, I'm going to push you to the moon. It's not going to be maybe too logical. Maybe it will feel forceful. It's not going to be perfect in any other words, but you're going to be a main eventer. And you're going to say no to that, especially when you work so hard, when you have the talent, when you have the look, when you have the promo skills, when you have the in-ring talents as well. And WWE needs new stars. WWE needs new stars. Like many other YouTubers, people have been saying this for years and years and years. But in the past, we had John Cena still. We had Randy Orton. We even had Triple H wrestling, right? We had CM Punk. A lot of the legends from the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era were still active. So even though we needed new stars, that's what we constantly said, and we hated the fact that there were barely any new stars, it was still okay because, like I said, we had those great names, but now they're all retired. Now the only new star is Roman Reigns, like who's really truly a star. Seth Rollins is pretty damn good, pretty popular as well, but like we need more to stand beside Seth Rollins, and Austin Theory was absolutely a perfect candidate for that. And he lost here in such a way that, sure, he got beaten up by Bobby Lashley, but like he's been losing and looking so damn stupid, looking so damn weak for so long. Not only that, now today he lost the Money in the Bank and he cashed it in for the United States champ. This was literally like a live burial. They buried this man while he was still alive. Like there are certain things that it's really hard to come back from, and I feel like even if Triple H tries to maybe build him up in the future once Roman Reigns is out of the way, this is gonna be something difficult to get over. Like with Austin Theory now, will he be able to ever become a main eventer? I think with time, people are gonna forget. I think the wound is way too fresh right now, and so people are up in arms and angry. And I know a lot of people hated Austin Theory, like, what the hell is this guy doing? He doesn't deserve any of the pushes he's getting. And now that this happened, they're like, oh my god, Triple H, you're so stupid. What is this bullshit? Me personally, I always liked Austin Theory. I was really excited back in the day when he was on the main roster teaming up with Seth Rollins. Like I was like, okay, this guy's really good. I really wonder what his future will be. Then I was bummed out him being demoted back to NXT. I was bummed out about the character he got. He was like an absolute jobber there, yeah. He was like Matt Riddle, basically. Then when he came back to the main roster, I really enjoyed everything he did, honestly, because I liked the guy. And sure, his push wasn't perfect, but I think he had star written all over him, so I didn't mind it. And he wasn't a babyface either. It was a heel. And I wanted to see him do bigger things and become more serious, and that's what was happening. And then Vince McMahon went away, and this guy has just been humiliated, beaten up. Yeah, I had the same feeling. Okay, when Austin Theory got pinned here, I had a feeling inside me, and I had this exact same feeling when I saw Adam Cole lose to Orange Cassidy. When I saw Shibata wrestle Orange Cassidy and lose to Orange Cassidy, I had the same feeling. Like, oh my god, look at this great thing that you just ruined. And after this, no matter how hard you try, I'm always going to remember this is always going to be a star spot for me. Yeah. So overall, I think this was a bad move. Yeah. Maybe at WrestleMania, Austin Theory could have come out like in a really key moment. And even then, maybe he could have lost. Why not? Make him lose there. But he at least came out in the main event of WrestleMania, had a decent showing. He challenged for the actual, WWE or Universal title. So you don't ruin the reputation of the Money in the Bank and make it seem pointless. Now that I think about it, Seth Rollins was doing open challenges and he said, the open challenges are back, baby. What the fuck then? Come out next week for the open challenge. If you lose, beat the other guy next week that was supposed to come out for the open challenge. Go again until you win the freaking title. Why would you use the Money in the Bank? It's just like, I get it. And I understand if that's Triple H's decision to not make this guy a main eventer, or if he hates him for some reason, fair enough. But I'm just saying there are better ways to do this. And if you want to have the match again, the Money in the Bank match again at WrestleMania, fair enough, have it at WrestleMania. But WrestleMania isn't 2 days later. We still got a couple of months. Yeah, that's my opinion on this matter. Before I went on this long tirade, though, I asked you what you feel, and I really want to know. I really want to know what you guys think, so be sure to comment down in the comment section down below. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. At least I know for a fact that SmackDown is going to be way more fun and better, so there's that to look forward to. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one.